Hello, my friends. Today I would like to answer a question that I was asked recently. And the question was, how do you feel about people when you are one with God? And I do not pretend that I am one with God 24/7. I am not that perfect. But I have been praying all my life, and I was a monk for 25 years of my life. And so it happened to me that I would say a few times in my life I felt this profound presence of God. I was in union with God. I was one with Him. I was elevated to a kind of celestial existence. So let us ask once again our question for today. How do you feel about people? How do you perceive people when you are one with God? The first observation is quite profound, The first feeling is quite piercing. It is piercing you. You want everybody to succeed immediately in life. You want people to triumph, to flourish on every possible level of life, be it social life, spiritual life, personal life, financial life, intellectual life. And you wanna experience that, you wanna see that because you are connected to the souls of the people who are around you. You see and feel the souls of the people. So you see all the beauty and all the resourcefulness in their souls. You want this to be revealed immediately, without delay. This is like a pressing feeling in your heart. You cry out to God, God, please let this potential of a human soul be revealed to the entire universe. It happens to you especially when you are looking at children, because children are so beautiful on the inside. There is a lot of truthfulness, love in there. So you cry out to God, God, let it be revealed, let it be done. Everybody wants to see it. So that's the first, and I gotta tell you, overwhelming feeling. You want everybody to succeed. The second feeling you have is that you wanna be extremely confidential about the people. Extremely. Which means that you never gossip. You do not talk about people behind their backs. Never, ever. So, when a wife tells you something about herself, you will never tell it to her husband. And when a husband tells you something about himself, you will never tell it to his wife unless it is in his presence and he asked for it. You simply cannot gossip because you know that gossip limits people's choices. Anytime you gossip about anybody, it changes the environment of that person you gossip about into something very difficult for that person to engage. You limit their free will choices. Your manipulation, your gossip exists around this person in the environment. It makes this environment for every single person very hard to survive, very hard to make a decision. So that's what is really changed when you gossip. And those people, they don't even know why they have difficulties in life, but they have them because you gossiped about them. That's what gossip really does. It changes the environment of the person into very harsh, very difficult, very dark to live in. So you never gossip. You are extremely confidential. The next feeling you have is that you really honor vulnerability in the people. And what I mean by that is that you allow people to be vulnerable in your presence. You do not stop them when they are vulnerable. You know, you are not this knight who rescues his queen every time she needs some help. You do not do that. So when people are emotionally wounded, when they are intellectually under attack, when they cry, you allow them to stay there in this state of life. You allow them to experience it, because this is the only way for them to learn their own strength, their own courage, their own wisdom, to deal with the situation themselves. This is what is at stake. And I am not talking here about, emergency situations. When somebody is bleeding on the streets, you have to stop this bleeding immediately. I am talking about a day-to-day life. When your child is crying in his bedroom, you do not go there trying to console your child, to help, but you allow this to happen for a little while. Let your child learn something about his wisdom, his strength. Let your child deal with this situation himself the way God intended, because God designed your child to deal with every problem without your assistance. Vulnerability simply is here the closeness to the truth about ourselves and about God. And anytime you cut this vulnerability by your assistance, by your intervention, you cut people off from God's truth and from the truth about themselves, of who they really are, that they can survive any problem. So you honor vulnerability. You allow it to happen. And therefore, people who are vulnerable, they are discovering that they can deal with any problem in existence without any assistance, and they are growing closer to this God's design about themselves. They begin to see what God designed for them in life. They begin to see God's truth. The last thing maybe that you really experience when you are really close to God, and you experience this as for the people around you, you see that in the people. You see all that darkness, all the sinfulness, all those problems and difficulties around you, but you are not afraid of it at all. You have no fears of any darkness in the people. The darkness in the people does not have any hook in your soul. It is disconnected from your soul. It cannot be attached to your soul. It is never your guiding force in life. No matter how many wars are around you, or difficult situations, or people who are rageful, and you experience that, this is never the way you connect to reality through those wars or rageful people. No. You connect only compelled by some kind of light, goodness, value in those people. This is the way God connects to reality. God is not connected to people who are in war because of that war, but because there is some goodness in the people who are in war. That's how you are connected to reality, compelled by light and goodness. Darkness has no hold in you and on you. You are not afraid at all. You see those dark spots around you flying in the air, and you smile on the inside. And anytime you connect to anybody who is sinful, who is dark, you connect because you see some light in this person. You simply are happy to help. You do not condemn people who are sinners. Darkness for you does not exist as your guiding force anymore in your life. It has no power over you at all. It does not organize your life at all. You are free of its negative influence. That's how it is. So those four, my friends, are very important to understand because they are also the characteristics of God's presence in the people. So when you see those things in yourself, in your friends, in your enemies, you can be sure that you are connected somehow to God. So people who are one with God, they, first of all, they want everybody to succeed immediately in life. Then they are extremely confidential. Then they honor vulnerability in others. And they are not afraid of any darkness. Darkness has no hold in their lives. Darkness does not affect them at all. I would like you to see those four characteristics of those who are one with God and to just develop those characteristics of life in your own lives. May God bless you, my friends. We will see each other next time. Thank you very much for today. Bye.